Hi guys, this is Sharina again. So today I will be talking about, yes guys, my topic is about, right? The recent incident that happened on the at the Oscar. The recent incident that happened at the Oscar, I want to come here and talk about, right? What is my take on it? I have mixed review on it, to be real honest. Mixed review. Now, violence can never be excused or tolerated. I want you to know that. But at the same time, I do understand Will Smith's point of view. And I do understand that Chris Rock is a comedian. Right? So there is two sides to the story. And there's we don't know what the actual truth is, why Will Smith went up there and hit him. Yes. Is it ego or is it love? Right? That's one of my questions. Is it ego or is it love why Will went up and just hit Chris? Anybody care to share? I don't know if anybody listening, but you guys can even write it in the comment box and let me see your point of view. Right? As I said before, violence is never, I should never be accepted. And what Will did was, to me, was classless. You know, it wasn't with a man of his caliber. He should have never have done something like that. That's my opinion, right? It is shameful the way he behaved, right? And he was cussing and swearing. I don't know. We always say cuss and swear like you are in Coronation Market. That's a market downtown Kingston, Jamaica. Right? Anyhow, he did apologize. This is what Will had to say. He says, I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed and my action indicative of the man I want to be. Yes, guys, he apologized. Nothing wrong with that. Right? He apologized, which shows that he takes responsibility for his behavior. Right? So, I mean, sometimes, as I said, is it ego or is it love? I mean, he was there sitting, he saw Chris disrespecting his wife, right? And he felt that he had to do something about it. And I'm sure that most men would have thought the same thing, that they would try to defend their spouse, defend their lover, defend, right? It's a male thing. You ever see two hip, two monkey, a male and a female, right? They defend each other, just like a mama bear and a papa bear, right? So what Chris Rock did was outer line. What Will did was outer line. And some people don't even know that what Chris Rock did was nothing but pure bullying. Just, yes, guys, it is called bullying. What Chris Rock did, yeah, that's my take on it. It is bullying, yeah. Because you see, they go to the Oscar, right? And the New York Times, I think, let me see if I have it up here. The New York Times, right? Let me see. The New York Times. If I can find it here. Yes, guys, just bear with me. I should have prepared, but sure. Right? They talk about disciplinary action, according to the bylaw, could include suspension of membership or expulsion from membership. So, guys, it could be that Will Smith and Chris Rock could face expulsion, or suspension of membership. We're not sure. We haven't heard anything about that, but that is what they're saying could happen, right? In the New York Times. And this was printed on Monday, right? And so that's it. I don't know if there is nothing much to talk about. I mean, everybody talk about the Oscar and everybody talk about the whole thing. But yes, Chris did bully, and it is called bullying. He was bullying Jada, right? Because bullying is a distinctive pattern of repetitive and deliberate harming and humiliating others. And she felt humiliated because she wasn't laughing. No, guys, she was not laughing. I saw her face. But what I don't understand is, why was Will laughing? Was he laughing because it was funny? And then when he looked over at Jada and saw that Jada was angry, then he started to get upset. I would love to see if somebody have any comment to make on that, right? The question here, guys, is how far would you go for your lover or your partner? How far, right? How far would you go? Should violence be tolerated, right? Should it? Is it love or ego? Somebody answer people, no answer. Guys, this is my opinion and I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to state what the opinion is. A view or judgment form about something, not necessarily based on fact or knowledge. So therefore, anything that I say here is just my point of view, right? Violence can never be excused or tolerated, guys. It can never be. Right? I wish somebody had something to say here. Anyway, Denzel Washington did say something, right? He said to Wilson during the commercial break. This is what Denzel Washington says. He says here, Mr. Smith said in his speech that Mr. Washington told him, at your highest moment, be careful. That's when the devil come for you. So the devil did come for did came for Will. The devil, yes, is the devil. You know what? It is just pure impulse. Some people would wonder, should Will be charged with assault or battery? Me personally, I don't think Will should charge for battery or assault. I just think that he was impulsive. He went up there, he wasn't thinking straight. But yet, I think that a man of his caliber should have never even walk up on the stage and behave like that, and the outrage. If somebody like me should have behaved like that. Right, guys? Right? They are the elite, right? One would have thought that they are the elite. So they shouldn't have gone behave like that. Violence don't solve any issue. Him could have talked to Chris in the intermission or the break or whatever you want to call it and said, you know what? This, your behavior is not acceptable, right? Guess what, guys? I'm going to say that it is more. The more I think about it and the more I thought that I'm thinking about it, I believe that we'll have more, there is more to the story than we are being told. There is some kind of beef going on between Will and Chris. Must be. Or there is something going on in Will's life for him to behave like that, impulsively like that. Get up on the stage. Because it take a man. Remember, it take about, I would say about 20 seconds to get up on the stage. And during that time when he's going up there, you want to tell me that he never even thought that what he's doing is going to be wrong, and he's a public figure and he should behave appropriately? He was out of control. Chris is out of control, right? Chris is a comedian. And most comedians, they hide behind because they give joke and people laugh about it. Most of them are hurting, so they are hide behind. But I heard that Chris is a Christian now. Chris Rock is a Christian, and him send out love, and he did apologize, right? Which, but one thing stood is one thing I can say is that Chris Rock daughter made a documentary about good hair. So I wonder if Chris should have known better. But sometimes men is not in tune with all of these things, like what goes on really. I'm not making excuse for Chris, right? But some people don't, you know. And I want to say something here, because if this had happened into a workplace, say you have a workplace setting and this took place at a workplace setting. First of all, right, the Academy Award have their own rules and regulation. And I'm sure some of their rules are you're not supposed to touch anybody. You're not supposed to, when I say touch anybody physical unless they want you to touch them. You're not supposed to physically assault anybody. And also, you're not supposed to torment anybody or bully anybody. Right? Those are things that are supposed to be prohibited. Nevertheless, it did happen because Will did touch Chris Rock unwantedly, and Chris Rock did antagonize Will's wife. And I would call that bullying. The proper term for it would be bullying. He had bullied her, right? So both of them wrong. So in a workplace setting, it would have been like, it wouldn't be deemed appropriate for what Will did to Chris. And it's not also deemed appropriate for what Chris has said about Will's wife, Jada. So there you have it, guys. Both of them wrong, right? But to be real honest, it is good when a man defend his wife. Nothing is wrong with that. I think a man should defend his wife. Well, how could he has done it appropriately? How? I don't know. Honestly, he could have talked to him about it. Ask him, say, why you picking on my wife? That's what you did is not good. But then he would have done it publicly already. So when all said and done, it would have been gone out there already, and Jada would have been crushed anyways. And then after we'll take, I don't know, guys. Anybody have anything to say? Because this is not good. It is not good, especially a men. It's two men of such caliber. They're elite, right? I'm not in their league, right? And they should set example. And another thing we should look at too is that their behavior, where they're clamping down on bullyingism, and then they are doing the exact same thing that we are preaching, or we want to protect our kids, right? We tell boys don't be violent, and yet we have a public figure go up on stage and box and slap somebody in the face. No, man, that is very violent. But right, people have emotions and them caught up into emotions, and they must stop it. Right, it is act out of emotion. He wasn't even thinking. But guess what? Jada came out flawed. Flawed people. She came out flawed because guess what? She didn't do anything. She behaved. She always behaved gracefully. Right? Is our husband always, there's always one bad apple. Yes, guys, I said it. Yeah, his behavior is not good. He make himself look embarrassed. He embarrassed his reputation and himself. I think so. He did. Him have a lot of work to do. What he needs to do now, yes, he did apologize. He needs to go seek therapy. Yes, because something else is going on. It's not just right? And we cannot accept casual violence and we normalize it. People, we're not going to normalize this. This is not, it's not a normal thing to do. It's a normal thing to do when they're in a carnation market. Downtown Kingston, Jamaica, and all away. We just say we just cuss each other. Yes. But these elite, if they can behave like that, and you know what? I don't even want people to talk about, oh, it's just how black people. Don't go there. Don't even go there. It is two men disagreeing. That's all it is. It have nothing to do with race. So leave it be. And that is what I'm going to say about that. It's true. It is. It doesn't have anything to do with that. Right? Now, and I hear some people talking about, oh, Will Smith is the ambassador of love. Ambassador of what love? Is it ego or is it love? You answer that question, not me. I'm not going to say. But yeah, is it ego or is it love? Right? It is a little bit of both, I think. Right? He's crushed. Right? Oh, yes. And they did say that he wrote a book. Yes, he wrote a book. And his book was about when his father was abusing his mother. He couldn't do anything about it. Boy, some people in Jamaica would say, what drop off a head, drop on shoulder. Guys, I'm not going to tell you what that one means. You have to figure that one out for yourself. It says the chip. How is it? The chip don't fall far from the block. The chip do not fall far from the block. I wonder if that is the case. Well, we've seen some violence here. Good Lord. I don't want to get myself in trouble, but I have to say that. Anyways, neither Chris nor Will is the good guy here. None of them. It's just that we can comment more on what Will has done because he has done the action. Chris is abuser, right? Him talking about people. He must go look at him own self, right? He has to. Why? What is he hiding? Because sometimes I always think that people who joke around a lot, them have deep, deep issues, including myself. Sometimes I have to laugh at my own jokes, right? Yes, I have to laugh at my own jokes. Yeah, but boy, I think both of those two men has to do some soul searching, and also they have to go fix, because Will has done a lot of damage and so is Chris, right? But we are a forgiving nation, aren't we? We love them both. I don't even know which one of them I like more. I love them both. I like Chris. and I say everybody love Chris. I love Chris, and I also love Will. Right? Even though I think sometimes Will is very, no, I don't know. This is just my judgment. I just think that, and what his wife had said before, that him always want to be in the spotlight. So certainly he is in the spotlight now, right? She said he always want to be in the spotlight. Like at our 40th birthday party, he did what he wanted to do, to say, oh, here I am, I take care of my wife, right? So I don't know. I think there's a little bit of ego there. Yes, guys, a little bit of ego. And yes, I'm going to talk because I love to talk. How far should we go for love? Right? No, and no, don't think it. A man should murder for love? No, you're going to go to jail. And when you're at jail, you're going to ask yourself, is it worth it? But this guy get away. I mean, some people would argue, should he be charged for assault? Come on, guys. It was just a little. It wasn't anything. I mean, it's not like, and then I hear some people talk about, oh, him could have kill him how? The guy, it was a controlled, I don't know if you have such thing as controlled. It was a casual violent. Not, yeah, is that it's such a listen, it was a casual violent. Yes, guys, it was casual. Just went up on the stage and he just whoop. Anyhow, I'm sure I've done this. Yeah. So I wonder what the Academy Award, what is the outcome and what will be the outcome? Because something surely should happen. These two fellows should, to set an example, we have to do something. A little apology alone won't just settle it, right? I mean, we have to set the example here. I think their membership should be suspended. I wouldn't say revoked or taken away entirely forever and ever, no. But I think for the crime, I think it should be, suspended. And I think that Chris Rock should, I don't know, he did apologize and Will did apologize, but how sincere are these people? We don't know. But something need to be done so that at least it satisfy the audience. Because we're looking, we have kids out there, right? If we were working in a workplace situation, it would have dealt with differently. The Oscar make excuse saying that because he had to go up for the Emmy Award, that is why nothing was done. So they were contemplating removing him, removing Will, right? But they can't remove Will and don't remove Chris because Chris did bully Will's wife, right? So we have to look at it like that also. So it's two sides. Actually, it's three sides to one story. It's Will's side, Chris' side, and the truth. What is the truth? We don't know. I wonder if one would have think that the way how Will went and hit Chris, one would have thought that back in my country, they would have said, oh, when a man take a woman, where go? When a man is taking another man, woman, that's how he behaves. That's just something for you to ponder. Some people even go as far as talking about Alcino, the guy that she had the entanglement with. Entanglement with? Did he do anything like that? No. He did not assault her or assault him. He didn't do anything like that. But he did say he gave them his blessing. Guys, right? He did give Alcinos his blessing. And that's what Alcina says. That is hearsay anyways. We don't know. Anyways, I don't want to talk too much because, right, this is a tricky one. We don't know. We're only assuming. And as I said to you guys before, it's my opinion. An opinion is a view or judgment formed about something, not necessarily based on the truth or fact or knowledge. Nothing. It's just an opinion, right? And we live in a free world and we can talk, right? And this is just my opinion. Anyways, guys, that is what I wanted to come here and say. So tell me how you feel about this, right? I honestly believe that something should be done, right? They should lose a little bit of privilege, right? Because they're not above the law, right? Yeah, Will is not above the law, and Chris is not above the law, right? And some people minimize what Chris did to Jada, which I am not, because it's called bullying. And people do go to jail for bullying. You can't bully people, right? People have a sickness or an illness. You can't, because we have to be mindful because there is mental health issue out there. And you don't want to send Jada to the psychiatric ward because you know how it's a tricky thing with women when they're losing their hair. I remember I was losing a little bit of my hair in the middle here. Yes, because I was braiding, guys. It wasn't alopecia, but I thought, and I was frightened by the fact that I was losing it. And then I stopped braided my hair for a while and it grew back. But can you imagine? I was in a panic because a woman here is her beauty. A woman here is her beauty, guys. And I'm going to leave you with this: violence can never be excused or tolerated. Right? It can never be excused or tolerated. So, and also when somebody bully you or intimidate you, right? It should not be accepted or tolerated. Anyhow, guys, that is it. I am going to go now. Have a good night. I will see you again in my next video. Bye.